Hey everyone, Curt Robbins, one of our senior technical writers, sent this article my way, and well, I thought it'd be a great one to take a deep dive into with you. It's
Okay.
called
Oh, yeah.
Emerging Trends in Content Management for 2025 and Beyond. And it's by Nibha Verma. It was just published on LinkedIn on January 29th, so it's pretty fresh. And, since all of you listening are deep in the world of technical writing, documentation, and IT, these trends are really going to hit home.
For sure. This is the future of your work we're talking about.
Exactly. So let's jump in and see what Verma has to say.
Well, the first thing that really jumped out at me was just how much AI is going to be everywhere. I mean, it's not just a tool anymore. It's like the foundation of content.
Like AI-powered everything.
Yeah, pretty much. I mean, Verma talks about AI generating articles and social media posts,
So,
even helping produce videos.
wow. So that's got to free up a lot of time for,
Yep.
the human content creators, right?
Absolutely.
Hmm.
Instead of, spending all day on those manual tasks, AI can handle the heavy lifting.
Yeah.
And that means
More time for strategy.
exactly. More time for strategy, more time for creativity, more time for high-level thinking. The things that really need that human touch.
Working smarter, not harder.
Right.
Love it. Okay, so then there's this idea of hyper-personalization,
Oh, yeah.
which I think is fascinating.
Yeah.
Content that basically morphs in real time based on someone's interests.
Right. It's like a chameleon.
Yes, exactly. Like a chameleon changing colors, constantly adapting.
And what's driving that chameleon? What's making it change colors? Well, it's AI and machine learning. These algorithms are going to be analyzing user behavior
Uh-huh.
and figuring out, what someone likes and dislikes, and then tailoring the content they see accordingly.
That's wild. It makes me think about how much we're all talking to our devices now. I mean,
Oh, yeah.
hey, phone, what's the weather like tomorrow? Or, snapping a picture of a product to find it online.
Absolutely. We're all doing it.
Yeah,
And
exactly.
for content creators, that's a huge shift. I mean, it's not just about keywords anymore. It's about making sure your content can be discovered through voice commands and image recognition.
Okay, so does that mean that I need to, become an expert in natural language processing?
Well, you don't need to be a coding whiz, but understanding the basics is going to be really important.
Gotcha.
I mean, Verma highlights natural language processing and AI-driven metadata tagging as being super crucial for making your content discoverable.
In this new world of search.
Exactly.
Okay, so we've got AI everywhere, content is hyper-personalized, and we're all talking to our devices.
Yeah.
What else is Verma seeing out there on the horizon?
Well, get ready for this. Content is breaking free from traditional content management systems.
Ooh, what does that mean?
So Verma talks about this rise of headless CMS and omnichannel publishing. It's like she says, building with Legos.
I like that.
You have all these different building blocks of content,
Uh,
and you can assemble them in tons of different ways across all these different platforms.
okay, so instead of being stuck within one website, my content can sort of flow seamlessly from websites to apps to smart devices
And
to
then the metaverse.
the metaverse.
Yeah, it's about future-proofing your content. So no matter what new technologies emerge,
Wow.
your content can adapt.
So speaking of the future, I'm curious about the environmental impact of all this digital content.
Yeah.
I mean, we're creating so much information.
You are.
How do we make it sustainable?
That's a great question, and it's a big concern. And, Verma does offer some solutions.
Okay.
Things like energy-efficient cloud solutions, reducing digital waste, and optimizing those content delivery networks to kind of minimize our carbon footprint.
So it sounds like sustainability is not just about being eco-conscious.
No.
It's actually becoming a business imperative.
It is. Consumers are demanding it. And that includes, how we manage content.
For sure. Okay.
And this actually ties into another big trend that Verma talks about, the rise of decentralized content platform.
Decentralized content.
Yeah, powered by blockchain technology.
Blockchain. So we're talking like the tech behind cryptocurrency.
That's the one.
Hmm.
But in this context, we're talking about creating a more transparent and secure way to manage content. So instead of relying on one company or platform to store and manage all your content,
Right.
it's spread across a network. And that has big implications for data security and ownership.
Oh, absolutely. Especially in the fields that our listeners are in.
Exactly.
Okay, so that's definitely something to keep an eye on. But it's not all about decentralization and all this new tech. Verma also mentions that interactive and immersive content is becoming more and more prevalent.
Yes, definitely. She talks about augmented reality, virtual reality, interactive media. Think 360-degree videos, interactive storytelling, even virtual showrooms.
Wow.
All these technologies can create much more engaging experiences for your audience.
It makes me think about, how we might create documentation or training materials in the future.
Huh.
Could we have like interactive VR tutorials?
Absolutely. The possibilities are pretty much endless.
That's so cool. But of course, with all this innovation, there's also a need for, responsible
Oh,
practices.
for sure.
Verma also points out the importance of content governance and compliance.
Especially with regulations like GDPR and CCPA,
Uh,
becoming more and more stringent.
So it's not just about creating amazing content. It's also about handling data responsibly and ethically.
Absolutely. Companies are going to need really robust compliance frameworks
Uh-huh.
to ensure, data privacy, ethical AI use, and responsible content distribution.
It sounds like a lot to keep up with.
It is, but there's also this flip side to it.
Okay.
Verma talks about the rise of user-generated content and community-driven content.
Yeah.
And this is huge because authenticity is becoming more and more important.
Yeah, I can see that.
And user-generated content is a great way to build that trust and engagement.
For sure. I mean, people trust reviews from other customers more than they trust marketing materials.
Exactly. It's almost like a shift in power
Yeah.
from, companies controlling the narrative
Right.
to consumers having a much bigger voice.
It's like we're moving away from that broadcast model of content creation to something much more collaborative and community-driven.
I like how you put that. And speaking of shifts in power, Verma also talks about some interesting innovations in content monetization.
The creator economy.
Yes, exactly. Everyone's talking about it.
It's a hot topic.
It is. And it's not just about those traditional advertising models anymore.
Okay.
Verma mentions microtransactions, NFTs, subscription-based content.
So, like, I could buy a unique piece of digital content like an article and own it through an NFT.
Exactly. It's a whole new way of thinking about content ownership and value.
Wow. It's a lot to process.
It is.
AI-powered everything, blockchain, immersive content, new ways to monetize creativity. The future of content management is going to be wild.
It really is. And for you, understanding these trends is going to be key to staying ahead of the curve.
So what can I do to prepare for all this?
Well, I think Verma's article gives us some really valuable clues. First and foremost, embrace lifelong learning.
Okay.
The skills that are in demand today might be obsolete tomorrow. So you need to constantly be upskilling and adapting.
It's not about mastering one tool or platform.
No.
It's about developing that mindset of continuous learning and experimentation.
Absolutely. And don't be afraid to experiment. Try new tools. Explore different platforms. See what works for you. Empathy, collaboration, community management. Those are going to be just as important as writing or design skills.
I'm curious about what you see as the biggest challenges and opportunities
Okay.
for content professionals in the coming years.
Mm.
What should our listeners be focusing on to stay ahead of the curve?
Well, I think one of the biggest challenges is going to be navigating the constant evolution of technology and just staying relevant in a landscape that's changing so rapidly.
So staying flexible.
Exactly. It's going to require adaptability, a willingness to learn new skills, and a commitment to experimentation.
Thanks to Curt Robbins for suggesting this insightful article by Nibha Verma. It's given us a lot to ponder as we navigate this exciting and, yes, sometimes daunting new world of content. Perfect note to end on. Thanks for joining us on this deep dive into the future of content management. We hope you found it valuable and insightful. Until next time.